morning, guys. Hello, everyone. Shirke sir is here. So, today we are going to see lecture number 4 from electrochemistry, that is, unit number 4 from physical chemistry. Okay, so in the 4.3s, that is batteries part, we are already completed 3 fuel cell. Okay, that is alkaline fuel cell, then second one is phosphoric acid fuel cell, then third one is solid oxide fuel cell from high temperature fuel cell. As we know, there are two example of high temperature fuel cell. In my previous video we have completed solid oxide fuel cell. Then in the lecture number 4, the another example of high temperature fuel cell is molten carbonate fuel cell. Okay, this carbonate is the electrolyte part in the molten carbonate fuel cell. In the solid oxide cell, O2 minus, as we know, O2 minus, that means oxide part, solid oxide part. You can take any oxide with metal. Okay, oxide is electrolyte in the solid oxide fuel cell. Then in the molten carbonate fuel cell, we have to take 4 marks question. In this question we have to see 1 marks for diagram and explanation of diagram, then cell reaction for 2 marks. Okay, so let us see one by one. First we have to see the diagram or cell setup of molten carbonate fuel cell. Okay, look at this, the cell setup of molten carbonate fuel cell. How to identify it is molten carbonate fuel cell? Because this carbonate ion is used as electrolyte in the molten carbonate fuel cells. So you can easily identify that is molten carbonate fuel cell setup. Okay, let us see in the cell setup. Hydrogen gas is continuously passed on the anode, then oxygen gas is continuously passed on the cathode. As we know, in the galvanic cell, this fuel cell are the example of galvanic cell, and as we know, the galvanic cell anode is negative and cathode is positive. Okay, then at the bottom side, the another outlet is there, that is water and heat out, and at the right side one inlet is there, that is CO2 in. CO2, as we know, CO2 is in the gaseous form, that CO2 is also continuously passed on the cathode, that is positively charged electrode. Okay, and electric current is indicate here, that is this electric current is provided by one battery. Okay, then we have to see the explanation. Okay, this one is the diagram of molten carbonate fuel cell. It is for 1 marks, will ask in exam. Okay, so let us see the explanation. Let us see the explanation of this diagram. In the first point, we have to say it requires at a high operating temperature about 650 degree. Okay, so remember this, 650 degree Celsius is the operating temperature of molten carbonate fuel cell. Okay, because of this high temperature, okay, molten carbonate fuel cell is the example of high temperature fuel cell. Okay, so operating temperature is 650 degree, 650. Then in the second point, lithium potassium carbonate. salt is used as an electrolyte. This middle portion indicate the carbonate part. How to get? By using the one salt, that is lithium potassium carbonate. Okay, by using this salt, okay, you can generate Li plus, K plus and CO3 2 minus. This carbonate ion is indicate the carbonate ion used as a electrolyte from this lithium potassium carbonate is used as a electrolyte in this molten carbonate fuel cell. Then next point is this salt liquefies at higher temperature. That means the lithium carbonate fuel cell is liquefied by using 650 degrees Celsius and hence allow movement of charge within the cell. That means this carbonate ion is generated when 650 degrees Celsius is provided temperature. Then in the fourth point you can say the fuel H2 gas is produced from coal. Okay, that means carbon plus H2O, then you will get carbon monoxide plus H2 gas. Okay, there are two gases is formed by using the carbon is reacts with water. Okay, so these two gases is taken as a fuel. This hydrogen gas is generally taken as a fuel, but with hydrogen gas carbon monoxide is also pass with hydrogen gas. Okay, what is it? Carbon monoxide gas is also pass with H2 because you can't remove the carbon monoxide gas. Okay, when carbon when reacts with water, then formation of CO plus H2. Okay, so you cannot separate out these both gases. Okay, they are directly enters into the cell setup or on anode. Okay, so both cell half cell reaction will occur in the anode electrode. Okay, let us see next point. The hydrogen gas, as we know, continuously pass on the anode and oxygen gas is continuously pass on the cathode, and one more gas is continuously pass, that is CO2 gas continuously pass on cathode. So let us see. First, this is explanation or construction of this molten carbonate fuel cell. Okay, so let us see the cell reaction, very important part, that is cell reaction. In the cell reaction, the first process is, as we know, that is coal gasification. Coal gasification, that means how to generate carbon monoxide and H2 gas. As we know, carbon plus H2, it gives CO plus H2, that is coal gasification reaction. Okay, you can write in the cell reaction also, but anode and cathode reaction are different. Okay, this part is only formation of CO plus H2 gas. Okay, don't write in the anode and cathode reaction. Okay, so we have to write the separately cell reaction. Okay, that is first one is anode reaction. Let us see on anode which process will occurs, oxidation or reduction. Okay, so at anode there are two half reaction will occurs, that is hydrogen gas is reacts with carbonate ion, then you will get CO2 gas plus H2O liquid plus 2 electron. The 2 electron is generated at the right side, that means you can say oxidation process take place on anode. Okay, then another half reaction is also occur on the anode, that is also oxidation with the help of carbon monoxide gas. Carbon monoxide also reacts with carbonate ion, then you will get 2 moles of CO2 gas plus 2 electron. Okay, so these two reaction indicate this is two half cell reaction occur at anode. Then we have to take net anode reaction is this net anode reaction is used in the overall cell reaction. Okay, so net anode reaction is, which part is remaining at the left side, H2 plus CO, this is H2 gas and CO gas, then CO3 2 minus and CO3 2 minus, you can write 2 CO3 2 minus. Okay, then at the right side 1 CO2 plus 2 CO2, you can write 3 CO2 gas plus 1 H2 and 2 plus 2 electron is 4 electron. Okay, net anode reaction means what? The addition of all the left and right side. Okay, so this net anode reaction is used for further reduction process. As we know, this 4 electron is used for cathode reaction, cathode half reaction, that is reduction on cathode. Okay, so how to write the reduction? As we know, 2 CO2 gas means carbon dioxide gas is also continuously pass on cathode. As we know, let us see already see in a diagram, and oxygen gas is also continuously pass at cathode, and this 4 electron is migrated toward the cathode for reduction process. So you can write 4 electrons, and at the right side 2 CO2 plus O2, and by using this 4 electron 2 carbonate ion is generated. Okay, so you can say on cathode reduction half reaction take place. Then we have to write the overall cell reaction is by using this net anode reaction, and this you can see it is net cathode reaction. Okay, which part is get cancelled? 4 electron, 4 electron. Then which part is another one, it get cancelled, 2 CO2 minus, 2 CO2 minus. Okay, then remaining part is carbon monoxide gas plus, sorry, one more molecule it get cancelled, 2 CO2 and 3 CO2. Out of that 3 CO2, 2 CO2 it get cancelled, and 1 CO2 is remaining. Okay, at the right. And what is the overall remaining part? Hydrogen gas, sorry, CO gas plus H2 gas plus this O2 gas, and at the right side CO2 gas plus H2 liquid. Okay, so this is overall cell reaction. carbon monoxide, hydrogen gas and O2 gas when comes together, the formation of carbon dioxide, that is unused gas, and H2 is the liquid part. And main purpose behind the molten carbonate fuel cell is to production of electrical current, okay, in this fuel cell. So this is all batteries, that is all fuel cell in the electrochemistry. Okay, it is now over. Okay, thank you.